Ronnie and Donnie Gallion have never been apart, not even for a second.
They're one body, but very much two human beings.
Locked together face to face, even the simplest tasks are a challenge.
They didn't expect them to make it through the night, let alone for the 57 years. They've confounded everybody with that.
Ooh, was I mean back then?
Ronnie and Donnie are the world's oldest conjoined twins.
Don't cut my face. I got you.
For almost 6 decades, every day of their lives has been full of cooperation and compromise.
I use my right hand. Donnie uses his left hand.
Left hand.
Their story is one of brotherly love, not just between Ronnie and Donnie, but also with their younger brother, Jim.
Jim, I'm more like a lover, not a fighter.
They're sometimes their own worst enemies, but most of the time they're their own best friends.
Love, 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 love.
All right, dude. Be good, be good.
Now, with Ronnie and Donnie's health declining, Jim wants to help his brothers fulfill a lifelong ambition. Avid sports fans, the twins' dream is to go and see their American football team play.
Rah, rah, rah. Ses boom, bah. Ouch.
But achieving this goal won't be easy, when even getting out of the car is a real challenge and the game is happening 800 miles away.
Each year is a milestone. Who knows how far they'll go?
This is Ronnie and Donnie's life, two people who must live as one. In the Midwestern state of Ohio is the city of Dayton. Hidden away in one of its quietest suburbs, in an ordinary two-bedroomed house, live the most remarkable brothers. Ronnie and Donnie Gallion are the only male conjoined twins in the world, and at 57, they are also proud holders of another world record.
I'm Ronnie.
I'm Donnie, and the oldest
Living
Siamese twins in America.
And also the world.
Ronnie is very, very, very happy-go-lucky, versus Donnie is just as serious and hardcore as it gets. They're total opposites. They're one person and one body, but they're total opposites on that.
Opposite in personality, the brothers have identical hobbies. They collect toy cars
Dallas Cowboys!
and are American football fans.
Get along, little doggy.
Whilst they both love watching TV, they don't like the same shows.
Usually the biggest arguments are over the TV, even though they have two now.
If he turns his up, I'll turn mine up.
When it comes to eating, that's Ronnie's favorite pastime. Donnie is a conservative. Ronnie will eat till he just can't take it anymore. He'll just engorge himself.
Make himself sick.
And make himself sick. Yes, very much so.
But no matter how hard they try to exist as individuals, Ronnie and Donnie share a unique body.
Their terminology that we'd use to describe Ronnie and Donnie would be omphaloischiopagus. In other words, they're kind of joined from their base of their sternum, you know, involving their bellies, and then down into their pelvis, which is one big ring. There is a band of tissue about 2 to 3 inches wide that goes across their midline that they can both feel. So, I mean, do you feel this?
No.
There?
Yes.
How about you?
No. Right there.
So about this band of tissue is where you feel.
Yes.
Internally, they each have their own vital organs, but their anatomy is joined in the urinary and lower digestive tracts.
Where their large intestine comes down into their rectum, it joins together into a single rectum. And then their bladder, they have kind of 2 separate bladders right next to each other, then come out into a single opening as it exits.
There's only one male organ.
And one rectum.
He has his own stomach, his own heart. My brother's heart's on this side. My heart's in the middle. And I have my own stomach too.
Joined at the abdomen, the brothers live their lives face to face. Everything they do is a well-rehearsed and specially choreographed routine that begins when they get up in the morning.
Easy. Get that fry.
It's important for Ronnie and Donnie that they are treated as individuals, so they each have their own personal belongings. Although everything may look the same, the twins know exactly which item belongs to them.
Quick glasses.
Although Ronnie and Donnie have separate brain functions, they are able to operate as one.
They'll just look at one another. It's not like it's telepathy, but they'll just go like that. They just think so much in harmony because they're two separate minds, but at times it's fascinating.
With 4 arms and 4 legs to coordinate, they have a unique method of working together to do everyday tasks, like having their morning shave.
Ronnie will get Donnie, and Donnie will get Ronnie. So between the two of them, I mean, they don't really need a mirror. They pretty much take care of that between themselves.
Like, I'll shave him, and he'll do me. Don't cut my face.
I got you.
That's what you call
How much?
a good bond with your twin brother.
Ronnie and Donnie's mobility has declined in recent years, and they rarely venture out. But their youngest brother Jim and his wife Mary encourage the twins to make that special effort to go for breakfast at their favorite diner every month.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
When we get them out of the house, this is where Donnie and Ronnie loves to come because everybody here that works here knows them. The ladies that own the place know them. They treat them like family, which is cool. Treat them like gold.
My customers inquire how they're doing. You know, it's nothing crazy here. Treat them like two human beings, which is what they are.
The twins feel at home at the diner, but their ambition is to travel further afield. They are avid American football fans, but they have never been to a game. While Ronnie and Donnie are still able to travel, their brother Jim is determined to make their dream come true by taking them to see their favorite team play.
We always dream about going to see an NFL game
But I didn't think it was going to come true.
because I'm happy as a lark. Yes, I'm smiling.
In a week from now, the twins will be leaving the safety of their home in Dayton to travel 800 miles to see the Dallas Cowboys.
This has been a lifelong dream of theirs. But to get to go down to Dallas and see them in their own stadium, that means the world to them. They're stoked, really excited.
They are really stoked.
But achieving this goal won't be easy, because just going out for breakfast has taken a real toll on the twins. Exhausted and in pain, they need to go home. Dallas is a 2-hour plane journey away. Ronnie and Donnie's fading health and mobility could make their planned trip an impossible dream. Aged 57, Ronnie and Donnie Gallion are the world's oldest conjoined twins. They live on their own, but are heavily reliant on their younger brother, Jim.
Except him being our little brother, he's also our best buddy.
And best friend.
Jim has been a saint for Ronnie and Donnie. In fact, they would not be able to exist in their current situation without Jim. They would have had to have been institutionalized. He's their lifeline, and he provides, their shopping. He's psychological support, all their clothing. And they are so entwined with Jim.
Jim checks up on them every day, even though he has a full-time job. When he's at work, his wife Mary helps out. Before they married 5 years ago, Jim introduced Mary to Ronnie and Donnie to get their approval.
The first time I met him, I thought they were amazing because they were sitting down on the floor and he'd taken me in and introduced me, and he told them I was from Tennessee, and of course that...
We got Tennessee roots, and that did it right then.
That did it. And
Ronnie was like, "You got 2 more sisters?"
Seeing the bond between Jim, Ronnie and Donnie made Mary realize the 3 brothers were inseparable. And by marrying Jim, she'd also be taking on the twins.
I thought Jim was amazing. I mean, you can tell there's a very strong bond there. They're very loving. They can be very demanding sometimes. And he has so much respect. I mean, he's a wonderful He's very family oriented, and I wanted that. And to watch you with Donnie Ronnie, you were awesome.
Now, for Ronnie and Donnie, Mary is more than just Jim's wife.
You see, what people like to say sister-in-law, me and Donnie, that's too fuddy-duddy. So we like saying sister instead. And I tell you, since our brother and her has been hitched, every day we see him, he's sparking like a brand new puppy.
They're really not like his brothers. They're more like we've got
More kids. That
more
we're taking
kids that
care
we're
of for
taking care
life.
of.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just that. No telling
Yeah.
how long they'll be around, but as long as I can keep them free and independent, that's where I'm headed.
You had it the last time.
Ronnie and Donnie may live independently, but as conjoined twins, they have never spent even a second alone.
The closeness that Ronnie and Donnie share is not always a positive. When you think if you took somebody, even the person you care about the most, and you were chained to them 24 hours a day, never being able to get away, their whole life is a compromise.
Shut up, Spock. Ronald.
What happens when they row, Jim?
When
Black
they get
eyes.
into it,
Black eyes.
the last time they got into it, about 4 or 5 months ago, Ronnie had a shiner.
And I would go over there and they'd be black and blue eyes. I actually had to sew one of them up because the other one punched them and, cut them above the eye.
I don't know, stupid. Don't do that. Excuse me. Idiots.
Easy, now quit. They get into it, they get mad at one another like any other brother might get mad at the other one at some time or another. They can't go in the other room and cool off.
That was Bill Evans. Shut up, Donnie.
It gets so intense and angry. Usually takes literally 4 or 5 days for a dispute to simmer.
Who is the one that makes up first? Is there one of you that is more stubborn than the
You gonna
other?
say it to me? Go ahead.
Why can't we say it together? Or is
Okay.
it-
Mostly I will.
I go with that. Ronnie's happy-go-lucky, no cares in the world.
Good-natured.
What time do we eat? 24/7. And Donnie is very articulate, very hard-headed, very stubborn.
Jim, I'm more like a lover, not a fighter. Because I look at it this way, why get into not like you say, Leland, why get into a fight when you can have gone your heart? Love, 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 love.
When it finally runs its course, they'll start crying because it's over. And then it'll come down, they'll just start bawling their little hearts out. And he'll reach across and kiss him on the forehead. And he'll reach across and kiss him back on the forehead. And they've made up. And it is done. When it's done, it's done.
There's something to go ahead.
Okay, listen good up. And that does hurt.
Every aspect of Ronnie and Donnie's life is a struggle. But they have never known anything else, as from the moment they were born, they've had to fight to survive.
The incidence of conjoined twins, it's about 1 in 50,000 to 1 in 100,000 births. And of those, about 40 to 60% are stillborn, so they don't even survive up to delivery.
Safeguarding the health of a baby during those first, most perilous days of his life.
On October the 28th, 1951, their mum Eileen went into labour. Neither her husband Wesley, nor the doctors were expecting twins to be born. Never mind twins that would make medical history.
They were natural birth. Donnie, the little one, he was head first. He came to where they were joined. The doctor couldn't get him any farther, and he thought that the cord was wrapped around him. But finally, he saw he had Siamese twins. Just fortunately, we had a good doctor.
All of a sudden, here comes a head with some feet, and then the rest of the body and another head.
I was born head first. He was born feet first.
I'll have to show you by my hands. My brother's
Thank
born...
heavens, brother.
Shut up, please.
Do I give you help for that one?
My brother was
No.
born... Okay, shush, no. My brother's born head first. And I was born feet first. When he was born, he weighed 11 pounds,
11.5
ounces.
It struck my mom really hard that she had Siamese twins. It was, yeah, these are my babies, but there's something wrong with them. It was, she didn't really know how to take it, quite frankly.
For the medical team, the birth of conjoined twins was something they had never witnessed before, and they didn't give parents Eileen and Wesley much hope for the future.
they didn't expect them to make it through the night, let alone for the 57 years. They've confounded everybody with that.
Even though the twins were thriving, doctors decided that they should remain in the hospital under observation. Today, Ronnie and Donnie look back on their extended stay with fondness.
And that's the nurses feeding us in the hospital.
They spoiled us because we came to the hospital
We didn't know how to feed ourselves.
or go to the bathroom, so they spoiled us a lot. Wasn't that cute, Donnie?
That's some other type of nurse. This is St. Louis Hospital.
Normal diapers?
They were special made by our grandmother.
Donnie and Ronnie stayed in the hospital for 29 months, undergoing tests and observation to determine if it was feasible to even have them separated. And if they would separate them, would they survive?
Did you want to be separated?
No. I'll say it, okay?
Go. Why can't we say it again? You say it first and I'll say it last.
We was born this way by God. Our belief was this: let God separate us. And let the good Lord separate us. God made us. Let God separate us. Not even surgical knives.
Their lower intestine is just one. There's one penis, one rectum. That's it. Therefore, if they separate them, Donnie has control of that. Ronnie would have had to have been reconstructed. And you're talking back in the 50s. That probably wouldn't have been too likely that they both would have survived. Thus, that decision was made. If they both can't make it, then we're not going to proceed with that.
That's wasn't it?
Our dad built this chair for us himself.
This is fun. Oh, here's a good picture, gents. Show the first brother.
Okay.
That is Donnie choking me.
Ooh, was I mean back then?
Donnie, buddy.
You can tell he's scared. Because he can scream, he's screaming her, Mommy, tell him to cut out. Help.
For the twins, a trip down memory lane can take a lot of effort.
Real careful. Go around to the back side like you're supposed to.
Although their childhood home is only 4 doors away from where they live now, they are no longer able to walk the 200 yards to see it.
Real careful.
Today, Brother Jim and his wife Mary have come over to help them make the short journey to visit the house where they grew up.
Can we show them how you do willies?
This is where the twins lived as children, with their 7 siblings and their parents, Eileen and Wesley, who have now both died.
Now the house here is where 9 guys lived up. The front end bedroom there was all 5 boys. Our brother's bedroom was that way,
In the middle.
in the middle.
Because he was the oldest.
The basement was the girls. And then 5 boys left in that bedroom. Donnie, me, Jim, Kenny,
And Joe.
Yep.
and like saying the good old days when our father and mother played cards, us kids,
Yep.
like go see a movie. We wasn't bashful.
Some good memories there, huh?
Yep.
We played pool down there, some ping pong.
Ping pong.
Yep. Cheating at pool. We should tell them about that. How you used to cheat at pool when I turned my back. Remember that?
No comment.
Huh? No comment.